Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about triggers and explain to you why I use triggers and what are the benefits of using triggers. First, let me explain to you what a trigger is. This is a Roland kick trigger that I use on my kick drum. And I use this with this Roland TM1 drum module. If anybody is interested in a review of this module in the metal context, let me know in the comments below. So what this does is it picks up every hit that I make on my kick drum and sends the signal to the drum module, which then converts that into a sample of my choice, meaning that every time I hit my kick drum there's an acoustic signal being picked up by the mic, and also there's a drum sample being played by the drum module. Since I play in a metal band, that means that there's a lot of double bass drumming and on all sorts of tempos. There's not much need for a trigger when playing slow, because when we play slow we tend to hit hard and the acoustic signal is enough to be audible in a live situation because the hits are powerful enough. But when the tempos go up, that's when this thing comes in handy, because the hits tend to become softer. Now, that does not mean that I completely replace my acoustic signal with a sample, but rather I just layer the trigger underneath the acoustic signal so that in high tempos it becomes more audible in a live situation. And this is very handy because in my band there's a lot of guitars and we have a lot of orchestral playback in the background, so there's a wall of sound that the kick needs to cut through. So that's when the kick trigger comes in handy. So my sound engineer can layer the kick trigger on top of the kick mic, so I don't lose the clickiness and the power of the hits. Every time I hit my kick drum, the signal goes from the trigger via jack cable into my drum module, and from there it goes into my in-ear monitoring and also into the PA. When I first started playing with triggers, I immediately noticed that my technique has to change a bit, because I would vary the beater a lot, and sometimes that would double fire, meaning that two samples would be played instead of one. So there are some things to get accustomed to, but it's really not that hard. You can even trigger your whole kit and add samples that don't sound anything like the kit to make it a complete hybrid system. There's a lot of talk on the internet about triggers being cheating, which I don't really want to talk about that much, but I will just say that I don't think it's cheating, because every hit you make, it's you making the hit and there's only a sample being added on top, but that does not mean that you're not hitting the drum. If you found this video helpful, please like it, and if you have a question, feel free to post it down below. Thank you and see you later.